we got 26 minutes. So anyway, yeah. Coming to you from the bedroom in my van today on a snowy day. So I would show you the snow, but if I showed you the snow, that means I would have to show you the rest of the messy van. And today I'm going to do a video with this person here named Oracle Jessie, better known as the girl I'm with. And yeah, so currently we're sitting in the bed, this little tiny bed. She calls it a small bed. I say that it just makes us closer. So anyway, tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Oracle Jessie, she, her, hers, and I do spiritual empowerment coaching for the LGBT crowd.
So that's who she is.
Yeah.
And how'd you get into this life?
Which one? The nomads?
Yeah,
Or the
nomad.
I guess I've been watching a variety of nomadic people, like Bob Wells for sure. I've been watching him for years, and then I have been watching they're the matinees now, and they used to be the minimal millennials. And then I watched Jinty down in Australia, and it's and then Nomadic Fanatic, of course, and then Carolyn, and anyway, all of them, I've been watching them for years, and so it just happened that it happened sooner than I initially planned, that I was in a position where living out of my car was going to be the choice that I made. And so I decided to do it, and got sick of my own shit and saying, like, when I get my van, I'll leave. When I get my van, I'll leave. And that was when I was in Indiana, and I just decided to leave. So yeah.
So when I met her, she was driving a Cadillac. And if anybody on here knows who I am, that's all I drive is Cadillacs and Oldsmobiles and an occasional Lincoln. Now, she was the only one at the whole RTR. I mean, wasn't nobody pulling one behind them. She was the only one driving a Cadillac DeVille at the whole RTR. What made you decide that you were going to do this in a Cadillac? You was like the rich nomad, you know. You had to be fancy and have a Cadillac DeVille to ride in to do nomadic life. And it wasn't like it was an old one. No, it was fairly decent. So let's talk about that. How did you end up in a Cadillac DeVille?
Well, my grandma gave it to me, basically, because she was ready for a new car. And so I sold my old car. I had an 2001 Malibu, and I sold that to one of my former coworkers, and got the new Cadillac DeVille so that she could get a new car.
A Cadillac DeVille. I pulled mine behind me before, but I've never lived in a Cadillac. That's pretty badass. But anyway, so now
you have lived in one.
Yeah, technically I did for a brief second with her. But what else? So how did you become an oracle? And for what y'all, what is an oracle?
Okay.
That's better. Yeah, what is an oracle?
Good question. An oracle actually is something that is an old title that I adopted for myself, and it took a while for me to actually be okay with adopting that as or really recognizing that in myself, and labeling myself as that, because it is such an old and title. It's kind of like the village healer or the village wise person. So yeah, that's how I define it. And I usually the tools that I use are tarot and oracle cards, and then I also do stone readings, and do some astrology stuff too. So basically use those tools to help people along their path and on their healing journey.
So, do you make money on the road doing this?
Yeah.
Do you now?
Yeah.
See, I'm about to become a reader. I'm going to read the Bible. I'm going to read the dictionary. Whatever you got, I'll read Dr. Seuss if it pays me money. I can recite Dr. Seuss. I don't even need a book. I'll make my own Dr. Seuss. Who needs Dr. Seuss when I am Dr. Seuss? So anyway, I know I'm looking rough right now, but it's just because I just woke up, and I don't care. Why should I? I'll make myself pretty again soon, probably sooner than later. I mean, it's snowing outside. I don't plan on going nowhere. This is actually a video coming straight from the bedroom. Haven't even put no clothes on yet. Is what it is. Just had a good idea at the moment. Figured I'd run with it.
You think it's a good idea?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Ain't no question about it. Anytime I have a good idea, I could be naked. I could be... Just figure, oh, well, sounds like a good idea to go put a radio in the van today. I'll just go outside and do it while I'm thinking about it. My neighbors think I'm nuts. So anyway, what else? What am I forgetting here? So you became an oracle. You make money on the road doing readings and pulling cards and things like that. And I don't do that. What? So, how did you meet me?
Oh. We met at the RTR.
Did we?
Yeah.
Is that where we met?
Like you don't know.
I don't. So, how do we meet at the RTR?
I was at Crystal Vayner's camp already.
Why are you looking at me? Look at them. You look at me all the time. Stop looking at me. So, how did you meet me?
And you rolled up to Crystal Vayner's camp.
And I did?
Yeah.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. And then you got out of the car.
I had a car?
The truck.
Oh,
He had
the truck. Yes, I thought
He had the truck. And he was standing there with his arms folded all by himself, looking lonely. So I decided to go say hi.
See what happens. See what a friendly hi can do. You end up in a van, in a small bed with a strange man like me. See what hi can do? You got to be careful who you say hi to. Because then you end up with people like me. See how that works? So, you met me, and then what happened?
I don't quite know. What do you mean? Then what happened?
Well, what do you mean? You here, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right, so what happened?
It just snowballed from there. Like you said.
It's definitely snowing. So what this made you decide that you were going to leave the lonely life of a nomad and join the unlonely life of a nomad who was lonely?
As in, like, travel together?
Let me say that again. Yeah, I messed that one all up. So,
yeah, I was confused.
What made you decide to leave the life in the Cadillac to join the life of someone else who was in a Ford Ranger of all things with a truck cap on the back?
Well, you joined me first. So.
Well, you come over to my place sometime. You know, it wasn't always the Cadillac projects over there, you know. Sometime we'd be over in the Country Ranger projects. But anyway, so, and how did you end up in this van with this strange guy that you're partially laying next to in a small bed that brings us closer?
It's a teeny tiny space.
It's not that bad.
Our heads are...
I don't care where our heads are. Don't pay that no mind.
And that's the
No.
door.
Yes.
That's the door to
It
get
is.
out.
It's not just a door. It's an escape hatch. it's not just a door. It's an
For
escape.
when you're playing music at night.
It's an escape hatch, and that's what I'm sticking with. It's just I'm the only one who knows how to open the escape hatch.
And I'm the one who has to sleep next to it.
That's right. It gets cold over there.
It gets cold over here.
I'm such an ass.
I'll put my feet on you.
Get you. No, so yeah, I don't like feet, right? So she does
My feet are
everything in her
cold.
power to try to stick those things. Look, woman. Got people making me show my body parts up in here. Anyway, so what was I saying? You make me lose train of thought. Get into my brain, you start talking about these other things that have nothing to do with anything relevant, like
I
feet
have
and escape hatches.
magical powers.
You know, the last woman that said that to me ended up in this place called Snowden. So Snowden is a crazy place where you go when you hear the voices. And you think you have magical powers?
I know I do. Everybody has them.
I think they pay you $50 per person you bring in. So I'm thinking that maybe if I go...
We bring in each other and both get 100.
I'm not hearing the voices, nor do I have magical powers.
How can you prove that this person is hearing voices or not?
Right now, you're the only voice that I'm hearing.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Anyway, what was I saying? So you ended up in the van with me, and we done traveled all across the country, and in the van.
Chasing money.
Chasing money, yes, that's exactly what we were doing. Kind of still are.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's the plans for your future?
I want to get my van still, but I think short-term plan is to get a little car so that we can have a little car that doesn't guzzle gas as much as the Cadillac does, and just have that be the town car, and then you want to get an RV or a van or a limo.
So yeah, I was thinking about a limo. I was thinking about that, but I can't tell my ideas yet because somebody might try to take them before I get the chance. I think there's a guy living in a limo, but I don't remember who. But I have a plan. A major plan. Yeah, I have a plan, and I think I'm going to go with it. That's what I think I'm going to do because I don't really have a choice. But we're going to figure it out and stuff. And so, yeah, so that's the future, and that's Oracle Jessi. And this is the interview from the bedroom of the van on this snowy February. Is it February still? Yeah, it's February.
It better be.
I would hope so. Oh, man, you know what? I'm losing track of time fooling with you. See, this is why I stayed single so long, so I wouldn't lose track of time. And anyway, so I guess we're gonna go out and adventure.
I have a question for you.
No.
Yes.
This is my interview. I make the questions.
I have a
you
question
just
for
answer
you.
them. I wouldn't even call this an interview at this point. This is more like an interrogation. You ain't even looking at the camera. You looking at me. So, anyway, so.
What did your girlfriend get you for Valentine's Day?
A hard time.
That's what you got me.
No, that's what you got me. Oh no. York peppermint patty, because I like York peppermint patties.
And I did good, didn't I?
I would say. It was one of the big York peppermint patties. I know it sounds retarded, It really does sound ridiculous, but it's not the major things that make me happy. I like small things, like your peppermint patties. I really like you. And oatmeal cookies. If anyone wants to donate a box of oatmeal cookies, Little Debbie, with the cream in the middle. Yeah, I like those too. York peppermint patties and oatmeal cookies. You want your car worked on? York peppermint patties, oatmeal cookies, and some hot food. And we good. So anyway. Yeah, is that it? I guess that's it.
Well, how do you think we started?
Now, why is you interviewing? Get your own. Don't interview me. We'll interview me on your channel.
Oh, okay.
So she has a channel, I think. And what is the name of your channel?
Oracle Jessi.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's just Oracle Jessi.
It's just Oracle Jessi.
And how do you spell that?
ORACLEJESSI.
I could go and mess that all up, but I'm not going to do it. So,
I'm Oracle Jessi everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Everywhere that matters.
Everywhere that matters. She's Oracle Jessi. Except for when she's here in the back of the van with this strange guy having an interview on Facebook.
That I just met.
That you just met.
The RTR.
Yep.
Just over a month ago.
Yep.
And then we started hanging out.
Can you not do this right now? Can
do
you
what?
just do
I don't
this
know
on
what I'm
your...
doing.
No. They don't need all that information.
I was going back to the original question.
No, I've already asked it. You know what? So, this concludes our video today. And
are you sure?
If you want more videos from Oracle Jessi over here, then feel free to go to her channel and check her out and stuff of that nature. I'll be changing the name of my channel soon, I suppose, maybe. So I'm taking suggestions. If anybody has any suggestions, then leave them in the comment box below. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you don't like this video, then like and subscribe. If you really like this video, like, subscribe, and share. If you don't really like it, do the same. Why? Because why not? It's snowing, that's why. And the sky is gray. Or is it? I haven't seen the sky today, just, yeah. Yeah, and that's it, I think. I'm sure I'm forgetting something as usual. But anyway, yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.